Your dreams need a deadline. That's the truth no one wants to hear. That's the mirror most people avoid. That's the line that separates a dreamer from a doer. Your dreams need a deadline. Without one, they are smoke. Without one, they are fantasy. Without one, they are lies you tell yourself to feel safe. Every day people say, one day I'll start. One day I'll build that business. One day I'll write that book. One day I'll change my life. But one day is not a day of the week. One day is code for never. One day is the graveyard of dreams. Because a dream without a deadline is nothing but a wish. Your dreams need a deadline. Think about it. What happens when the teacher gives you a project with no due date? You push it aside. You forget. You tell yourself you'll do it later. And it never gets done. But the moment there's a deadline, the moment there's a date circled on the calendar, something shifts. You move. You act. You deliver. Why? Because urgency creates clarity. Urgency creates energy. Urgency creates results. Your dreams need a deadline. Most people live as if time is unlimited. They act like they can waste years and still arrive. They act like they can delay forever and still succeed. But the truth is brutal. Time does not wait. Time does not pause. Time does not forgive. And every dream without a deadline rots in the dark. Your dreams need a deadline. Let me break the myths. Myth number 1, if it's meant to be, it will happen. No. Nothing happens without action. Nothing happens without discipline. Myth number 2, when I feel ready, I'll start. No. You will never feel ready. Readiness is not a feeling. Readiness is a decision. Myth number 3, there's still plenty of time. No. Time is the one resource you can never recover. Once gone, it is gone forever. Your dreams need a deadline. Here's the first quotable line: a dream without a deadline is just a distraction. Think about history. Think about the greatest builders, leaders, creators. They didn't just dream. They set deadlines. Deadlines for inventions. Deadlines for missions. Deadlines for revolutions. The Wright brothers didn't say, someday we'll fly. They worked with urgency until the first flight lifted. NASA didn't say, one day we'll reach the moon. They set a deadline, end of the decade. And they made it happen. Because deadlines transform dreams into plans. Your dreams need a deadline. Look at your own life. How many dreams have you carried for years? How many ideas have you whispered but never acted on? How many times have you said, one day I'll do it? How many times have you lied to yourself? The problem isn't that you can't. The problem is that you never set a date. You never put pressure on your dream. And without pressure, diamonds never form. Your dreams need a deadline. Most people confuse dreams with goals. But a goal without a deadline is just a dream in disguise. That person, the one who rises, knows the difference. They say, by this date, I will. They mark it. They commit. They move. And because of that, their life advances while most stay stuck. Here's another quotable line: a calendar is stronger than motivation. Deadlines force you to act when feelings would keep you lazy. Deadlines keep you moving when fear would keep you frozen. Deadlines create accountability when excuses would keep you safe. Your dreams need a deadline. And this is why so many lives are wasted. People dream without urgency. They dream without dates. They dream without deadlines. And so their dreams become cemeteries filled with ideas that never lived. Don't let that be you. Don't let your vision die unborn. Don't let your future remain trapped in fantasy. Your dreams need a deadline. Most people say they want change, but they never set the date. They want to start the business someday. They want to get healthy someday. They want to chase their passion someday. But someday is a ghost. Someday is a fantasy. Someday is the drug that keeps people asleep. That person, the one who rises, doesn't say someday. That person says, by this day, I will. That person draws a line on the calendar and refuses to cross it empty-handed. Because that person knows your dreams need a deadline. Let me give you a story. A man said for years he wanted to write a book. He told his friends, I'll start soon. I'll start when work slows down. I'll start when life is calmer. But it never happened. Then one day, his friend challenged him, finish your first draft in 6 months. I'll check. He circled the date. Suddenly he wrote every day. He cut television. He cut excuses. The deadline pushed him. 6 months later, the book was done. Not perfect, but done. Without a deadline, it would still be just a dream. Your dreams need a deadline. Most people drift with feelings. If they feel motivated, they work. If they feel lazy, they stop. But deadlines don't ask about feelings. Deadlines demand action. That person knows discipline is stronger than mood. That person shows up even when feelings say no. That person understands feelings follow actions, not the other way around. Here's a quotable line, deadlines turn feelings into fuel. Another story. A woman wanted to run a marathon. For years she said, one day. But she never trained. Then she signed up for a race 6 months away. The date was real. The payment was real. The commitment was real. Suddenly she trained, even in the rain. She ran when tired. She ran when busy. Why? Because the deadline was waiting. And on race day, she crossed the finish line. Not because she dreamed, but because she set the date. Your dreams need a deadline. Most people avoid responsibility. They say, I'll try. They say, we'll see. They keep doors open so they can escape. But that person locks the door behind them. That person takes responsibility for the dream. That person says, this is my date. This is my promise. This is my responsibility. And that weight does not crush them, it builds them. Because responsibility creates power. Here's another quotable line, responsibility turns dreams into duty. Fear. This is why most people avoid deadlines. They fear failure. They fear judgment. They fear proving they are not enough. So they hide behind vague words, someday, eventually, later. But that person chooses courage. That person sets the deadline even while trembling. That person says, yes, I may fail, but I will not hide. And in facing fear, they find freedom. Another story. A young entrepreneur dreamed of launching an online store. He told himself he would wait until everything was perfect. He wanted the perfect logo, the perfect product, the perfect timing. Years passed. Nothing launched. Then he set a date. I will launch in 90 days. He launched with flaws. It was messy, but it was real. And once it was real, it could grow. Today the store thrives. Why? Because deadlines beat fear. Your dreams need a deadline. Consistency. Most people start strong and fade. They sprint for a week, then stop. They burn with passion, then collapse in laziness. But deadlines create consistency. Because every day becomes a countdown. Every day becomes a step closer. That person doesn't rely on bursts. That person relies on bricks. One brick every day until the wall stands tall. Here's another quotable line: deadlines demand daily deposits. Vision. Most people have blurry dreams. They say, I want to be successful, but can't define it. They say, I want to change my life, but don't know how. A deadline forces clarity. A deadline asks, what exactly will you do, and when? That person uses deadlines to sharpen vision. That person knows vague dreams die. Clear dreams live. Another story. A student dreamed of becoming a doctor. The dream was huge, overwhelming. But deadlines broke it down. Exam dates, application dates, steady schedules. One by one, the deadlines carried her across the impossible. Years later, she wore the white coat. Not because she only dreamed, but because every step had a date. Your dreams need a deadline. Service. Most people dream only for themselves. They want fame, comfort, success. But self-centered dreams often fade because they lack fuel. That person ties their dream to service. They say, by this date, I will build something that helps others. That kind of deadline burns hotter. That kind of deadline cannot be delayed. Because when others are waiting, excuses die. Here's another quotable line: the fastest way to kill excuses is to make your deadline bigger than yourself. Most people drift. That person decides. Most people wait. That person acts. Most people dream. That person sets the date. Your dreams need a deadline. Look at your own life right now. How many dreams are waiting? How many projects are sleeping? How many gifts are still buried? You don't need more talent. You don't need more time. You need a deadline. Without it, years will pass. With it, everything will change. Your dreams need a deadline. Your dreams need a deadline. And this is where it all comes together. This is the moment you stop playing games with yourself. This is the moment you stop whispering someday and start declaring today. Because dreams are fragile. They don't survive neglect. They don't survive delay. They don't survive endless excuses. They survive when they are fed with urgency. They survive when they are chained to time. They survive when you give them a date. Your dreams need a deadline. Most people will never understand this. They will keep saying, I'll start later. They will keep waiting for perfect timing. They will keep pretending tomorrow is guaranteed. But tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is a thief. Tomorrow steals your fire and leaves you empty. That person, the one who rises, doesn't trust tomorrow. That person trusts only today. That person knows every dream is dying until it has a deadline. Your dreams need a deadline. Think about it. Without deadlines, life dissolves into chaos. Projects stay half-built. Ideas stay half-born. Potential stays wasted. But the moment you mark the date, everything changes. Focus appears. Fear shrinks. Energy multiplies. You stop asking if and start asking how. That's the power of a deadline. It transforms the impossible into the inevitable. Most people want to feel ready before they commit. That person commits before they feel ready. Most people want certainty. That person builds certainty through action. Most people wait for inspiration. That person creates inspiration through discipline. And it all starts with a date. Because your dreams need a deadline. Here's a quotable line: a dream without urgency is a slow death. Look around. The graveyard is full of dreams without deadlines. Books never written. Businesses never launched. Songs never sung. They died not because the dreamers were weak, but because the dreamers never marked the calendar. They thought they had time. But time thought otherwise. Don't let that be your story. Don't let your life end with the words "I almost." Don't let your song stay silent. Don't let your dream be buried alive. Your dreams need a deadline. Most people will hear this and nod, then go back to wasting hours. But that person will act. That person will set the date tonight. That person will circle it in ink, not pencil. That person will tell the world, by this day, I will. And then they will fight for it. And because they fought, the dream will breathe. Your dreams need a deadline. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. 2 paths. On one path, you keep waiting. You keep delaying. You keep saying someday. 5 years later, nothing has changed. You are stuck in the same place, older, heavier with regret. On the other path, you set the deadline. You move. You fight. You stumble, but you rise. 5 years later, you stand on the other side of accomplishment. Same person. Same dream. Different choice. Your dreams need a deadline. Here's another quotable line: someday is the enemy. Today is the ally. The deadline is the weapon. Most people love comfort more than they love their future. That person loves growth more than they love excuses. That person knows comfort today is regret tomorrow. That person knows discipline today is freedom tomorrow. That person knows dreams live only when deadlines are real. Your dreams need a deadline. Listen. This is not a game. This is not just motivation. This is your life. This is your time. And time is slipping whether you act or not. The only way to stop losing is to start choosing. Choose your dream. Choose your deadline. Choose your destiny. Your dreams need a deadline. Say it out loud. Your dreams need a deadline. Say it until it cuts. Say it until it burns. Say it until you can't hide from it anymore. Because this is your truth. This is your mirror. This is your wake-up call. Most people will ignore the call. That person will answer. That person will not wait for another year, another season, another perfect moment. That person will act now. That person will step forward now. That person will set the deadline now. Your dreams need a deadline. And when you set it, everything shifts. The dream stops being a fantasy. It becomes a mission. The dream stops being a whisper. It becomes a roar. The dream stops being tomorrow. It becomes today. Here's the final quotable line: be that person today, not tomorrow. Be that person who circles the date. Be that person who fights for it. Be that person who refuses to let the dream die. Be that person who makes the deadline real. Because your dreams need a deadline. And the deadline is not next year. It's not someday. It's not tomorrow. It is now. Be that person today, not tomorrow. Your dreams need a deadline. You know it. You've always known it. Every time you said tomorrow, a piece of your dream died. Every time you said someday, you buried your own future. And now the truth stands in front of you like a mirror you cannot avoid. Your dreams need a deadline. Most people will run from this truth. They will say, not yet. They will say, when I have more time. They will say, when things settle down. But life never settles. Time never expands. The world never pauses. And while they wait, while they delay, while they hope, life slips. That person, the one you must become, does not wait. That person chooses a date. That person sets the deadline. That person circles it in red and builds every day toward it. That person knows the difference between wishing and winning is urgency. That person knows your dreams need a deadline. Here's a line worth remembering: without urgency, even the best dream rots. Think of every hero you admire. They didn't say someday. They set a mission. They set a date. And then they fought like their life depended on it, because it did. Your life depends on it too. Because a life without deadlines is a life without direction. Most people waste years building nothing. They end their life with empty hands and full regrets. But you have a choice. You can end with scars and victories, or with excuses and silence. The choice is written in the date you set. Your dreams need a deadline. This is not about pressure. This is about power. Pressure builds diamonds. Deadlines build destiny. You don't need more talent. You don't need more luck. You don't need more approval. You need a date. And you need the courage to honor it. Here's another quotable line: someday is a coffin. A deadline is a key. So what will it be? Another year of waiting? Another season of delay? Another excuse to feel safe while your dream starves? Or will you be the one, the rare one, who sets the deadline, who commits, who acts? Be that person. Not tomorrow. Not next year. Today. Your dreams need a deadline. And today is the day you give it to them.